Hello, Pisces. Welcome. Oh, and welcome back. We're going to get into another reading, you guys. I hope you've been doing well. I hope these readings are helping you navigate through your situation, and I hope this one does the same. Whatever's going on, just, keep your head on the swivel, but don't swivel it so much that you unscrew it loose, okay? We need to keep all the screws together. Okay, I'm hearing chopped and screwed, and that's usually when they like slow songs down and make the voice sound like the doom, 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 doom. So if you don't know what chopped and screwed is, because we have a very diverse audience, it's like you take a regular song, but then you slow it down, you chop it up, and you make the beat toot, 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 toot. It kind of sounds like a slowed down version of the song. So somebody could be trying to slow down time, or somebody could be, I don't know, somebody could be trying to slow down time. When I was young, especially as a child, I would hear this voice in my head that felt like it was talking really slow. Especially when I would forget something and it would say, "You forgot something." Like it was trying to communicate with me from a plane of existence that was not the same as mine. Like one of my spirit guides saying for me to remember something, and they're trying to get me the message, but it's coming through choppy. So maybe some of you guys are getting a spiritual message or an intuitive message, but it's choppy and you can't understand it, or you have to you got to really listen to hear it or something like that. I don't know exactly what this is, okay, child, but I was getting chopped and screwed. All right, y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all of my supportive people. Wow, that was loud. Thank you to all of you guys who support, members, moderators, subscribers. We in here, okay? If you want to book a personal, go to the post section, get the discount code, then click the LINKTREE link and book. You guys. So the wealth bringer just popped out. It says you're attached. Ooh. I almost said you're attached to great wealth. Ooh, and something was in my ear just now. Ooh. That was weird. So you're attached to great wealth, but the card actually says you're attracting great wealth, either by discovery of a rare opportunity or your hard work will be rewarded. So you're bringing wealth into your life, or you are attached to something that's really prosperous or that will be really prosperous in the future. Okay, know your worth, know your value, all right? At the bottom, we have the mastermind. You were born with an evolved mind, at last unraveling the layers of complexity meant to lead you to your soul purpose. So you're starting to understand something, or something that was hard to understand is becoming clear, and you're either knowing your worth, realizing your worth, or taking action to bring wealth into your life because the messages are starting to become more clear. And then we have the liberator. Your burdens are being lifted, clearing away any blockages that once held you back. I know that's right. I know that's right. So because I feel like you guys are finding clarity with what it is that you're supposed to do, you're starting to be able to break some type of chains, okay, that have been keeping you restricted. Okay, whatever this is, the chains are being broken. All right, what else? Let's see. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God for Pisces. Spirit really wants you to know your worth and the, hold on. All right. I heard a loud noise. I had to check. Spirit really wants you to know the value that you possess. You bring wealth into people's lives. But now I feel like it's time for you to bring wealth into your own life. The value that you bring needs to be returned back to you. What else does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know, Spirit? Matching energy. Ooh. You're coming into union with someone who matches this energy. Or you're coming into union with your purpose and what you're meant to do to kind of like match your energy, like what you're supposed to be doing that actually matches your gifts, skills, and abilities. It matches your energy. It matches what you want to manifest. It's either a person or a situation. And I feel like you're causing some type of ruckus or an uproar. Ooh, purposefully ghosted. Child. Ooh, 6 months. You may have ghosted someone 6 months ago, and you did it on purpose because you were matching the energy that they were giving you. And I don't think you were doing anything petty, because some people say, oh, I'm going to be matching energy, and it's petty. But I feel like that's not this. I feel like somebody purposefully ghosted you maybe 6 months ago, and you're going to purposefully ignore them now because you understand your wealth and your value. You're consciously making a decision, and this could involve someone or something that you experienced 6 months ago. So we're about to be in April. March, February, January, December, November, October. What else does Pisces need to know? Divine counterparts. Ooh, child. Ooh. Some of you are supposed to be matchmakers. Some of you are meant to like bring people together. Interesting. Held back, held up. Ooh, I'm coming soon. Break every chain. Break every chain. There's an army rising up. There's an army rising up. There's an army rising up to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. There's power. What is this? I'm trying to, hold on. I'm trying to tell you. What is this? I don't even think this is just about like love, divine counterparts. I feel like this is about a group of people. I'm hearing 144,000 who are rising up. Okay. And you're involved in a group of people who is receiving a major opportunity, a rare opportunity, or a part of a group of people whose hard work is paying off. And you're breaking every chain. I feel like people purposefully ghosted you or abandoned you to try to hold you up or to slow something down, but either somebody's coming into your life very soon, or this liberation is reaching you very soon. Okay? I feel like, you know how when people say you missed the boat? I don't think you missed the boat. Somebody tried to get you to miss the boat, but you didn't. You thought you were late, but you were right on time. The boat was waiting for you because Spirit said, oh, hell no. They saw that you were on the way. They saw that you were fighting to get somewhere or to reach a goal. And it's like they knew that you were they were calling the roll, So-and-so here, so-and-so here, so-and-so here. Pisces. 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 And you weren't there. So they were like, where is Pisces? Because we know Pisces was supposed to be here because they said they was going to be here and they keep their word. So, boom, psychically, they went astral projected to find your spirit out wherever you was on the way, on the path. And they saw what was going on. They saw what was going on in the nonsense and the BS that was being taken part in, okay? And they were like, oh, nah. Nah, my guy. And they started doing things to get this stuff out the way and telling you, come on, you know, like kind of somebody who's not going to leave you in battle or somebody who's not going to leave you to, you know, perish. That's what it feels like. So somebody thought that they were going to hold you back or hold you up or, you know, abandon you so that you wouldn't get there. Somebody might have even been supposed to be on the boat too with you. And because they abandoned you, they didn't want to fight with you. A battle looked too hard. They abandoned you so that they could get to the boat first. And the boat gonna end up leaving them. Because whoever's in charge saw that they left you in that negative position, or they abandoned you, or they sacrificed you, which has been coming up too. And they're not going to get on the boat. Their ticket is going to get revoked. And I'm not trying to say it to be nasty. I'm just reading the cards. That's what, channeling this. This is what's going on. What is the message for Pisces spirit? 8 of Wands. Break every chain. There's a prayer that's being answered here. You're getting some type of guidance as far as how to move forward in a situation, and it's either causing a prayer to be answered or the guidance is the prayer being answered. Excuse me, relax. Tower. All of a sudden something is moving forward really quickly, and I feel like you want this is something creative. King of Wands. Yeah, could be Sagittarius energy involved here, possibly Leo or Aries, maybe even Scorpio energy. Yeah, the shift in energy, the shift in power is taking place, and it's causing something to speed up really fast. Somebody wanted you to lose because they tried to slow you down. 9 of Wands. Look at that. 10 of Wands. Yeah, and look, you were on the way. You were on the way. You were on the path. It's because you were dedicated. It's because you didn't give up here on something. What's the 8 of Wands? Ooh, 7 of Wands and the Hermit. Virgo energy. Learning how to defend yourself. Learning how to protect yourself. Identifying threats. Ace of Cups. And the Page of Swords. Yeah. Whoa. Look at this, y'all. Remember when I said somebody was like, what's T? Remember when I said whoever was in control went and like astral projected to see what was going on? They looked and they saw that you was fighting. I don't be talking out the side of my neck, bitch. Okay? Period. Thank you, Spirit. They felt like they needed to investigate. Page of Swords, Hermit. They needed to see what was going on because they felt that something was awry. Okay? It was a strong feeling or a strong emotion that came over someone here. And they felt like they needed either your help or you needed their help or whatever. It kind of feels like they may have heard you call out and cry out. Some of you cried out in a dream and you actually like spoke in real, like I want to say in real life, but it's like you were dreaming, but you thought you were crying out or calling out in the dream for help, but you actually said it out of your mouth, and that solidified it even more. because it wasn't just psychic. It was actually like a vibrational thing because your voice was used, and it caused like this earthquake, and it made someone in the spirit realm know that something was wrong because you weren't where you were supposed to be when you were supposed to be there. Now, this could be your divine counterpart sending you positive energy. This could be you sending your divine counterpart positive energy. But that's the vibe I'm getting. You could have even possibly gotten an overwhelming feeling that you need to investigate something or ask more questions about something because you were feeling this aggression coming towards you when it comes to achieving a goal. So you started to poke around and figure out what was going on. I feel like you're going to receive feedback from that investigation or feedback from some type of, maybe paperwork that you filed or something like that. So it's like whatever you were looking for, you're going to get an answer and find like some type of result, or you're going to get some type of result back from questions that you were asking. But on a spiritual level, I really feel like this is a situation, on an energetic level, let me say, this is a situation where you got ambushed. A blessing was given, or you were meant to receive some type of blessing, and it didn't get to you, possibly. This could even be something that physically, like in the real world, not in the astral, you were supposed to receive something and it didn't get to you. And somebody is wondering why it didn't get to you. Where was the hold up at? This could even be like spiritual. I don't want to say spiritual. This could be a situation where somebody sent something to you through a messenger, either physically or astrally. And there was maybe a team along the road that ambushed the messenger. So it wasn't necessarily the messenger's fault. It was the people who plotted on the messenger. Now, the messenger could be an undercover op involved who set the whole thing up with the people who ambushed. But for some of y'all, that's not the case. Y'all got to pick up what I'm throwing down. You're going to start to see physical signs of forward progress and movement. And it's going to feel like it's happening all of a sudden, but it's not all of a sudden. This has been on its way to you for a long time. And either you were delayed getting where you were supposed to go, or this message or blessing was delayed getting to you. Held back, held up. This could have even been somebody who was supposed to get to you, but they, like I said, abandoned you along the way. Or they were supposed to be your security to get you somewhere, and they abandoned you along the way because it got too hectic. The situation got too sticky and prickly. They couldn't do it. Wow. That's what you need to know, Pisces, period. What does Pisces not see coming in this situation more than what we said? Six of Pentacles. Man, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like somebody wanted to drag out as well. I feel like there was somebody in control of this money, or somebody who was in control of this situation. And I feel like they were very stingy. And you may have been supposed to get something since you were little or young. Somebody wanted to drag it out, make you have to age longer or wait longer, like it kind of feels like somebody wanted you to be too old to enjoy whatever this is. Somebody wanted you to wait your whole life. And then, when you get this money, or when you get this success, or when you get into this relationship, you're old and decrepit, and, you can't live and really enjoy it. Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. But I feel like that's not going to work. It's going to be some type of miracle. Some of y'all are having a miracle baby. Some of y'all are older women, more seasoned women who are going to end up having babies. These babies are going to be extremely gifted, bitch. Okay? If you've been wanting a child your whole life and you kept dealing with mess, or you couldn't have a child and there was some type of issue, I'm telling you, the reason why you couldn't have a kid with them people is because you weren't allowed to bring the demon spawn into existence, okay? And these are miracle babies that's about to be born. Okay? A lot of y'all are getting an opportunity that was supposed to be given to you, and the people who were giving it to you, whether it was God, source, universe, whoever you pray to, or whether it was like a literal person wanting you to get something or get an opportunity or receive something, and you didn't do it, or you didn't receive it, or you couldn't get it. That's what this is. If somebody tried to steal an opportunity from you, if somebody tried to pass off your work as theirs, if somebody tried to plagiarize, because that's what it is, plagiarization. Plagiarization is not a word. It's plagiarism, bitch. Okay. If somebody did anything like this, or you earned something and they didn't want to pay you, okay, because they didn't want you to have it when you could enjoy it. They wanted you to wait. Listen, some of y'all, the last part of your life, or I'm not gonna say the last part, but it feels like a situation where the second half gonna be better than the first half. Okay, the situation should have been resolved. You should have gotten this. You should have been able to enjoy it for longer. But the fact that you waited so long, it's like it's not only gonna just be this part, it's also gonna carry you into the next lifetime. What's the Six of Pentacles for what Pisces doesn't see, or what's still unexpected? The Sun. Wow. I'm hearing that meme. Wow. Queen of Wands and the Empress. This could be Leo energy, especially if y'all have Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Libra in your chart. Confident, happy, and abundant. Only seeing the positive, but not like being delusional. What's the Sun? Ooh, Pisces, look at these beautiful ass readings. Two of Cups and the Sun. Child. Three of Wands. Four of Swords. What you've been waiting for, what you've been praying for, what you expected because you energetically knew that that's what you deserve. Expect communication coming in that's going to make you very happy. It's going to make you feel very confident, and it will make you feel replenished, restored, reimbursed, repaid. You may get paid twice. You may get 2 deposits or 2 checks. Man. Whatever this communication is not hostile. You're going to be a little bit on edge when you meet this person, or when you communicate with someone, or you receive some type of information. You're going to be a little bit on edge now. Okay. Look at that Four of Swords. She's looking a little bit stressed. Okay. But at the end of the day, I think that's just like, your boundaries and you being cautious, making sure that you can trust this situation to come out of the shadows. Yeah, somebody tried to put you in the shadows. Somebody, if y'all heard it, you heard it. But somebody may have been trying to put you in the shadows. And I feel like you pulling a fast one on them. I feel like you're definitely outsmarting someone here. Or there's a situation where you outsmarted someone. You just have more, I feel like, capability. I don't necessarily want to say that, but it's like you just were a better fit for something. Somebody may have tried to shadow ban you, put you in the shadows, hide you. That's what it feels like. I feel like you're getting some type of back pay for something that you were supposed to already like receive. But it doesn't necessarily have to be money. For some of you guys, you've just been in some horrible relationships where people just harmed you on purpose. Some of you may be a little bit younger and you're meeting a very like motherly, protective, loving, feminine energy that it may replace the mother that was horrible to you, right? Some of you are getting into a relationship that will make up for all of the horrible ones that you've been in. Some of you are progressing in your career or having some type of career advancement that's going to propel you on your path in a really, I want to say, extravagant way, because you've dealt with a lot of people in jobs and positions and maybe even in your business that try to plagiarize or siphon your energy and not pay you what you were worth. It's definitely something like that going on. Okay, Virgo energy, Leo energy is really strong. Also, again, Taurus, possibly Libra. These could be time frames, people, seasons, whatever. You're about to, I just heard being judged by a jury of your peers. Ooh. But that's not bad, right? I'm hearing it as like people who actually experienced the similar things that you have and grown from it, gone to therapy, did the spiritual work to evolve and ascend. People who know what you've been through, who are not ignorant, they're not stupid. They're like a jury of your. So you've been in a situation where you have not been equally yoked with the peers around you, but they've been trying to make you think that you were beneath them when you were actually someone who was way more qualified or advanced than what they wanted you to think that you were. And you're about to be judged by a jury of your peers selected at random who are going to come in and actually like reinforce what you've always known about yourself, but that everyone's been trying to deny of you. Okay. So what's the advice for Pisces? Ooh, 10 of Wands. Keep putting that effort in. Even if you feel like you breaking your damn back, keep putting that effort in, because listen, you're arriving at the ship or you're arriving at the finish line. That's what it feels. You're almost at the finish line, Pisces. Ace of Cups. Ooh, and I accidentally pulled 2. So at the back of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys are going to be feeling this energy. You're going to be feeling like you're at the finish line. You're going to be feeling like you're almost there. You're going to be feeling like your investment is about to pay off. Yeah. Knight of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I feel like if you've been getting a negative response for any type of creative endeavor that you've embarked upon, and you just have a bunch of like flunkies who were sent to you, because that's what I really feel like this is. I feel like someone set you up. Justice. You're getting justice for that. I feel like someone sent a bunch of flunkies to you to harass you. Like this could be like, listen, we're not going to act like this. We're not going to act like plants aren't everywhere. Okay. It's a lot of nature out here and not all of it is pure. Some plants have poisonous berries and fruits. We're not going to act like it's not plants out here around us acting like they're actually plants. Pick up what I'm throwing down, Pisces. So it's definitely a setup. It was a setup. But you're being liberated. I don't know how. I don't know by whom. I feel like it's definitely connected to God's source, but I'm telling you, the dynamic is shifting and something is about to take off quickly, okay? What's the Ten of Wands for this advice? Strength. Yep. Have the courage to see it through. Have the courage to reach the finish line. Stay disciplined when it comes to what goal you have and stick with it. Even if you're at the beginning, this is what Spirit is saying, right? This is what you have to look forward to, even if it doesn't feel like it. Whatever this is that you're doing with the Page of Pentacles has potential. And that potential, if you stay devoted and dedicated and you continue to focus on the vision and not what's going on around you, okay, you will reach that finish line. Okay? Because some of you are right there right now. Some of you are going to expect for this to happen immediately, and it's not, because you ain't there yet. And you just going to have to make peace with that and continue to plug away and do what you need to do. But y'all have to understand that no matter where you are on the path, no matter where you are on the journey, you are making huge strides in the right direction. Face your fears, because there's a blessing on the other side. Once you get through the valley of the shadow of death, you will not fear any evil, because you will have already dealt with all of it. Not necessarily all of it, because I feel like we always learn things. We stay learning forever. But you won't shy away from what you need to do at the end of this when it's all said and done, because you will have almost damn near seen everything. What's the Strength card with the Ten of Wands? The Star. Oh my God. Hold on to hope. Because whoever is trying to make you think that you're not worthy, or trying to keep you in the shadows, or trying to hold you back, or ambush you, or set you up, it's not gonna work. I'm telling you. Aquarius, Leo, strongly, Virgo, possibly Taurus, Libra, okay, and Scorpio. The Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Yep. There is so much, Pisces. There is so much fulfillment that's waiting for you. And I know you've been disappointed so many times. And I know you feel like there's nothing left that you have to give, but you do. You have an unlimited reservoir that you can give from or pull from. And your spirit team is telling you not to be afraid to use it. I feel like you took an extremely gigantic leap of faith to leave a job, a marriage, a friend group, some type of organization. I don't care what it is, but you took a huge leap of faith that was so emotionally draining. And you have not had your cup refilled. That's why we keep seeing the Ace of Cups. But you continue to pour everything that you had. Like, it was basically like a never-ending jug. Kind of like what it looks like in the Star card. To continue to pour into this, even when your cup looked like it was empty. You kept pouring into this. You kept giving of yourself. You kept loving. You kept living. You did not give up. You did not die. You refused to die. And now all of that is culminating into this really explosive, you know what I mean? Kind of like in movies, when the spaceships in movies that actually successfully take off, shade, okay, they successfully take off. You see them kind of moving at certain speeds and then they blast off into hyperspeed. That's what this feels like. Oh my God. Let me pull a time card. I want to pull a time card. This could take some of you guys 6 months. This could be a result of what you've been doing the last 6 months. But 6 months could be significant. So either back in October, something you started in October to now, or from now, which is the end of March, the end of April, May, June, July, August, September, the end of September could be significant for some of you guys, which would be Libra season going into Scorpio season. But for some of you, it's happening now because you started doing something back in October during Scorpio season last year. What is the significant time frame for Pisces when it comes to this? In December. Wow, Sagittarius, yeah. More than a year, and in the spring. So yeah, some of you guys have been working on this for more than a year. Some of you guys have been working on it for years. It feels like it has taken a lifetime. Okay? If it's in the future that I'm projecting to, you will have worked on something for more than a year. Maybe you started it around December, and it will end up being fruitful like in the springtime. I just heard a bird say, let me see. All right. I just want to see the shadows here. What's in the shadows? Because you were in the shadows, I feel. What shadows? I miss you very much. Will you ever forgive me? An obsessive. Wow. I feel like you already forgave this person. You already forgave yourself, but you're never going to go back. The person I'm with doesn't make me happy. My mom, dad broke my heart. I have self-deleting thoughts. So somebody just doesn't like where they are, and they're allowing their childhood trauma to make them want to give up. I feel like someone is definitely obsessed with you. And then we have, I regret a lot of my actions. So someone knows that they did wrong by you. And it doesn't have to be romantic. They know that they did wrong by you. And they can't get, it's obsessively plaguing their thoughts. They can't get it off of their mind. Ooh, temper. Somebody's got a bad temper. And they're definitely very nervous and anxious in life, okay? But guess what, Pisces? That ain't your motherfucking problem. Bitch. It's definitely not, okay? Anything else Pisces needs to know when it comes to this message? Snooping. I knew it. It was at the bottom of the deck with the message in the bottle, child. Somebody's definitely a spy or a stalker. Drive-by stalking, social media, psychic, tarot reading. So somebody could be stalking you through tarot. Somebody could be, if you read tarot, somebody could be a stalker. Some of you, this person is just trying to snoop and find out information, as if it like, you know, like people do when they watch tarot, okay? And I'm just gonna say this, Pisces, okay? It's not about you, but it's definitely somebody who I know is stalking me. And you need to leave it alone, because it's not going to end well for you, and you need to leave it alone. You need to stop. And you need to go figure out your life, because you know who you are. And whatever you want or whatever you're looking for, you're not going to find it here, and you need to go find it somewhere else. Thanks. High value. The Empress. Beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. And look, I said the message in the bottle: communication, conversation, expressing feelings. So deep in my feelings. I didn't even realize what I was singing when it came out. No, this ain't really like me. Can't control my anxiety. Feelings. And it's nothing the ceiling. And with you, I can't breathe. Boy, you do something to me. What's that song? Oh, bada do up. Is that, what is the name of that? I can't remember. I think it was her. Wasn't that her? Child. What else does Pisces need to know? That's crazy. Secretive, sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. Somebody's trying to figure out what you're hiding, or somebody's trying to figure out what you got going on. Toxic love, drama, addiction, love-hate relationship. Right, exactly. Desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, intense feelings. It's definitely the feelings. Oh, somebody really needs to let it go, Pisces. I feel like this is definitely for those of you who know you have a stalker who won't let it go. They better stop. They better stop. One more card for what Pisces needs to know. Pictures. Oh my God. Somebody is doing the most, y'all. The most. They're doing explicit things with your pictures. Spiritual attack. Thinking of you. Yeah. Sending you all this crazy fucking energy. Okay. Because guess what? I got time to date, bitch. Since that's what it is. Let's see. I'm going to use a different deck. What? Spirit, give me 3 cards, please. Because I feel like energetically, this person is getting some type of warning to leave it alone or to step the fuck back. I know. Yeah, I know. If this person doesn't back off of Pisces energetically or cut this out, what's going to end up happening to them? Fool. Knight of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. Something about learning a lesson. Because the Hierophant, that's about a teacher. Okay. One more card. Well, let's see. What's going to happen to them if they don't step off of Pisces energy? Ooh. The Moon. We're just going to leave it like that. The Temperance. And the Strength card. Look at that. Look at the Strength card. Strength card is over there. It's major arcana, so like at the bottom of the deck it was that Knight of Pentacles, but then we saw the Fool and the Hierophant. Now it's continuing to the Temperance, the Moon, and then the Strength. There's going to be some type of major stepping in, like I said. One more card. If this person doesn't back off of Pisces energetically. Strength. Fool, Moon, Strength. It doesn't really matter, honestly, but it's like you're going to get away, Pisces. Someone's going to be caught up in a storm. 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords. And I don't usually do this. Y'all know I don't usually do this. And I don't want to feed any of y'all's fucking delusions. So I just said that so that you can get it together. But for those of you who really have a person who's stalking you and they do weird shit with your pictures, they masturbate to your pictures, they cry over your pictures, they say incantations and hide in the shadows, and they try to come stalk you and you block them, and then they stalk you again and you block them again, and it's just like you're pleading to be left alone and they refuse to leave you alone. This person is going to die a very painful, anguishing death. And I said it. And I don't want any harm to come to anybody, but this is the thing. They're fucking with some major spiritual energy here that you don't even have any power over. Okay? I don't condone violence. I don't condone negativity. I don't even like dwelling on what's going to happen to somebody else. And y'all know that because I cuss y'all out about it damn near all the time. But what I feel is an energy of a person here that that is very familiar to me, not necessarily making it my reading, but that I've experienced. So I know what you guys could be dealing with who are in this situation. And I want you to know to move on and not to worry about this person's energy. Okay? You are not even going to be, they're not even going to be able to touch you. They may even try to come and say, oh, I have something to give you. I want to give you something. Don't do it. Because they may even be plotting some type of harm on you. If this is somebody who you fought tooth and nail to get away from, do not ever go back. There is definitely something shocking about this person's fate that you will not have any information about. Like, you won't be privy to because you're free of it. The only thing you're going to know about it is what I just told you. You're not going to know the details. You're not going to know when, where, how, why, because spirit is protecting you from attachment. Basically, they're being put in time the fuck out. And I just want to make this clear, because whenever I read the energy, it can be vice versa. It could be a cross watcher in here cross watching for Pisces, and you guys are welcome. I don't have any problem with you cross watching, but don't be mad when good news comes out for Pisces, because if you're watching a Pisces reading and you're cross-watching a Pisces, more than likely the good news is for you, boo. So calm down and don't have an attitude when you watch the reading. Okay? And if the enemy in the reading or the shadow energy in the reading sounds like the Pisces you're dealing with, more than likely it's probably them. And whatever good news means that you're being released of that, even if you're a Pisces dealing with another Pisces. I just want you guys to be equipped with the knowledge of how to navigate these readings, because when I tell you it's about to be a bunch of hoopla and fucking malarkey and bullshit within the religious and spiritual communities to fuck people's heads up and to lead them down the wrong path straight to hell, that's why I do this. Just like my kids don't necessarily understand why I raise them the way I do, or why I, teach them the things that say the things that I do. It's because I know. And I don't necessarily presume or assume that I'm always going to be right, because the energy can shift. But y'all need the tools, and I'm here to give them to you. So I don't know. Some of y'all are dealing with strong Leo energy, Cancer energy, another Pisces, and Aries, maybe a Scorpio, possibly even a Gemini who's stalking you. Could be even a Taurus or something. But there's definitely, if it's not literally a painful passing, it's a situation where they're going to be so stuck in something, could be jail, that you will be able to roam free, and they will not know anything about you or anything that they're not going to be able to do anything. They're being held back. They're being yanked by the chain of their collar. Because the devil said, oop, you went too far. You over here with me. And spirit is allowing this, or using, God works in mysterious ways, child. Okay, I'm finna move on. What is the advice for Pisces? Ooh, things are not what they seem. There is definitely something going on underneath the surface that you're being kept protected from. Love surrounds you as a form of protection as this cycle comes to an end. So release it, Pisces. I love you guys. Like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe, book your reading. And remember, this is our Circle Booze. Bye.